Nintendo, make a DLC for Breath of the Wild, sell it as a full-price sequel. Be From Software, make Elden Ring 2, sell it as a DLC for $20 cheaper. Like, these people are these Nintendo quote-unquote haters are absolutely the most ridiculous people on the planet. Okay, calling Tears of the Kingdom DLC is the most absurd thing I've heard since basically the game's release. Basically, what they're saying is because they use the same world as Breath of the Wild, but they add a lot to the map and the world. That's a whole new game, like Mario Galaxy 2. I can't wait till they talk about how Mario Galaxy 2 is DLC for Mario Galaxy 1. Again, there was no such thing as DLC on the Wii either way, but Mario Galaxy is charged as a full-price sequel. Mario Galaxy 2 is charged as a full-price sequel to Mario Galaxy 1 as well. And also, Breath of the Wild, if you didn't remember, had DLC of its own. Yes, do these people forget that Breath of the Wild had its own DLCs? Like, as well, okay. Yeah, Breath of the Wild had its own DLCs. Tears of the Kingdom didn't have DLCs, but make Elden Ring 2, where it's just Elden Ring DLC. They're going to probably make an Elden Ring 2 based on the enormous success Elden Ring had. But these people are absolutely ridiculous. Tears of the Kingdom is not a DLC for Breath of the Wild. Again, this is probably someone who piloted Tears of the Kingdom day one. But again, he hates the game so much for being DLC of Breath of the Wild, but he'll pilot the game and play it for free, which is, of course, illegal to do, which is why Nintendo went after the Breath of the Wild leaks, or Tears of the Kingdom leaks. Of course, they sort of went after the YouTubers who modded Breath of the Wild, but again, I'm not Nintendo. I'm not the one who runs Nintendo, but, it is the most ridiculous statement ever. Kind of like of the above earlier world, I was saying now, Nintendo was in the SeaWorld at the Game Awards. Like, nobody cares about the Game Awards, okay? Most people who care about the Game Awards care about the announcement. No one really cares what a bunch of people and, a bunch of the journalists, which, again, can't even pass the Cuphead tutorial level, give, I was making that joke because, they said, usually journalists suck at games. And journalists, they have, gaming, quote-unquote gaming journalists, they're pretty biased towards certain games and biased against certain games like Doom, like IGN. Like, IGN is probably the ones who probably help vote for Game of the Year. Okay, all these journal sites help vote for Game of the Year. We don't. We don't have it. We only have this player's choice thing, and that's it. But the journalists vote for Game of the Year. And also, even then, the player's voice is rigged by companies like MoeHoyo, who want you to vote for Genshin Impact to get free stuff in the game. And to put games that did not even release in that year, which that award is completely pointless and void because you have stuff like Genshin Impact, a game that released a couple years before, winning people's Game of the Year, even though that was not a 2022 game. And there was a whole controversy about that. So yeah, that's it about this video here. Goodbye.